Welcome, Cherese.
Thank you so much, Angel. And just thank you again for letting me be a part of this. Just to be able to share my story and continue to speak Ari's name because I will forever speak it is just an amazing opportunity to have.
Thank you for being here. I've watched you post about Ari for years, and I know what a big loss that is. So I'm happy you'll be here to share your story, and I'm hoping that you will inspire somebody else or encourage somebody else who might be going through the same
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
So tell us about Ari.
So Ariana, or Ari is what we called
Hmm.
her. She was just amazing, amazing child. She had my middle name, which was her dad's idea. And she was just a bright, she loved to sing. She was in a singing group with her sister and her cousins, and she loved to jump, play, excellent in school, an excellent auntie because she ended up having a niece that was close in her age. And she was just a thoughtful kid.
What is a memory of Ari that means the most to you?
I think what means the most to me is just how strong she was during this whole situation. You never expect to have a child who is healthy, playing, jumping, not be able to jump, and you don't know what's going on to be told that they have a brain tumor, an inoperable, incurable brain tumor at that. So I would never forget one day because we were in church, and she was sick in a wheelchair, gaining weight because she was taking so much medicine, to keep the swelling and stuff down. She reached over and told her dad, "Don't worry about her because she was gonna be okay."
Really?
I don't even think she was 9 yet. I think she was
Wow.
still just 8. And like
Mm-hmm.
she knew that she was sick. We never told her that was inoperable. I think sometimes she wanted to ask us like would she die, but she could never like get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And she told us, don't worry about her because she will be okay. That's one of the biggest things I think, that even though a child could be that strong in
Mm-hmm.
all that she was going through and all the pain that she was in, to still say, don't worry about me because I'm gonna be okay. That's pretty big for me. But she started falling. It started falling into stuff, falling into the doors, stuff like that. So they said it was vertigo. The doctor pretty much knew it was a brain tumor, but didn't want to confirm anything until we actually saw a doctor. So and then I noticed that she was getting hard to wake up for whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason. And then her eyes were open a little bit. I'm like, this don't seem normal. And this is not something that she used to do. So when it went to Duke, couldn't wake her up. Once we got there, like she was asleep, like they was punching, hitting, trying to get her to get up, wouldn't get up. Did the CAT scan, brain tumor, did an MRI, it's in her brainstem. We can't operate it. It's inoperable. Like if they would have did an operation, it would have put her straight into like not a vegetable, but pretty much a vegetable because
Mm-hmm.
our brainstem is the function our whole bodies. So we did that. They, of course, Duke is a teaching hospital, so they want to do chemo and all that stuff like that. But I just didn't feel comfortable doing that because she was so young. They would have to keep getting MRIs. They would have to keep, so they make sure the medicine was going to the right place. All that stuff like that. So she was diagnosed November 2011, right before her birthday, because she ended up having like 3 birthday parties. So that's why I remember it was close, like November 15th. And she was cool, like came home in a wheelchair. The medicine was kind of helping. She would get up for a little while, but then it was getting worse. We had to back off the medication because it was too many side effects. She would keep us up all night because the medicine was just so crazy. She would see stuff that wasn't there. It was a lot. So fast forward, she did a make a wish, which she went to see mindless behavior. I don't know if you remember
Mm-hmm.
them, but it was
Yes, I
mindless behavior.
remember.
That's what we went to see. But
Mm-hmm.
then she wanted to go to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
So we raised money to go to Disney World. Duke Hospital was amazing. They hooked us up with the social worker. We got free tickets. We got a car. We got plane tickets. I think she was just trying to get to Disney World because that
Mm-hmm.
day she started going down. We
Mm-hmm.
got her in the car, got her to the airport, but I told her dad, I'm like, something don't seem right. She ain't right. But we still went, got to the airport. She couldn't even stand up. So me and her sister trying to help. Now, mind you, Taylor is only probably 11 or 12
Mm-hmm.
at this time. So she trying to help me stand her up. Her dad is going to get the car. Got to the hotel, nothing. Like she couldn't help me dress her. She couldn't stand up, nothing. Luckily, they had us with the connected us with Children's Hospital of Florida. They
Mm-hmm.
had all her information. They knew what was going on. We went to call 911. They took her to the hospital. That was probably the last time we heard her talk that day.
And when was this?
This was in February of 2012.
So she was diagnosed in
She was
November.
diagnosed in November,
Hmm.
and
Wow.
that's how fast it went. This was February of 2012. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the last time we heard her talk. She went into, I'm gonna say, like a coma like state after
Hmm.
that. Probably for, I want to say, 4 or 5 days. She passed that Saturday.
Were
Yeah.
you prepared for that? Like, did you know it was coming when
I
she?
think I kind of did
Hmm.
because within that time she was in hospice. The hospice nurse was coming, but all hospice did was check her vitals. Like
Hmm.
I bathed her myself, I dressed her myself. They didn't have to do nothing because she didn't like that. Like she was the type. She was funny even throughout
Hmm.
that time. Like if she didn't want to be bothered, she would fake like she was asleep.
Oh, okay.
And she would fake like, and I would just go right along with it because it was so many people in and out, so many people trying to come, so many people trying to say goodbye. Like prior to that, and she would fake like she was asleep. So
When she didn't want
we
to be bothered, like
she
she
didn't
just,
want she didn't
wow.
want to be back. Or if you ain't had nothing to eat, or like these little drinks,
Hmm.
fruitistas that they had at Taco Bell because she loved those, she didn't want to be bothered. So she would just act like she was asleep. But we did.
Hmm.
My very good friends, we meet once a month, and we played this game. It was a Galentine's thing that we did.
Hmm.
And we didn't do it in Galentine's. So she was like, well, I had these questions for us, but I didn't ask them. I'm gonna ask them now. So it was like, what's one thing you wish in life that you would have did different? And I never shared this, but sometimes I said, maybe I should have tried chemo. Cause I don't know what it would have done.
Hmm.
And I was like, I beat myself up about it, but then I don't because I always told God, I said, either you're gonna heal her on this side or you're gonna let her rest. I
Hmm.
said because no 9-year-old should not be able to have feeling in one half of her body
Right.
and
Right.
have to go through that. Have still trying to play. At one point, she was still trying to go to school before it got too bad. But oh, and that's another thing that had us kind of trying to figure out what's going on. She couldn't see,
Oh.
her vision
Okay.
was getting blurry
Hmm.
because of the tumor. So I just asked God, I said, if you're not going to heal her, let her rest. And that's what he did. And she was a girly girl. Like my
Hmm.
girl, like lip gloss, all lips was always popping and nails was popping, with her little press on nails. And so I didn't want her to lose her hair because she loved her hair. I
Hmm.
didn't want them to have surgery on her, do surgery because the
Yes.
only her that was her one thing that she was scared of. She said, Mommy, Daddy, just don't let them cut me.
Really.
Yeah. So she was like, I don't want to be cut on. So that's why I knew I made the right decision. But sometimes, you go back and forth with it and struggle with it a little bit. But yeah, I wasn't gonna let them cut on her. I wasn't gonna let them pump all that stuff into her doing
Hmm.
MRIs every time because you gotta because that's what I do. At UH, I'm a supervisor of chemo and infusions. So I
Hmm.
know exactly how this rolls. Even before Ari, I knew how it went. And I thank God for the medicine because I have cousins that had cancer and they're living today. So I'm thankful for that. But for a 9-year-old, I just couldn't do it to her. I couldn't.
It was a lot. You're not wrong. You're not
Hmm.
wrong in that decision. If that's something that she was fearful of, then you made the decision based on her quality of life and what she needed. So, how has the loss of Ari changed you, or what has it changed about your life?
It's a little easier for me to let go.
Mm-hmm.
I think because my thing is if I can live without my child, I can live without you. And my dynamics, period. Like, I could go days. I think about her every day. I miss her every
Mm-hmm.
day. But I could go days without having any type of breakdowns. But it be certain things like I have my grandchild and I have her
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like certain things that she do, I'll be like, oh girl, is that your auntie spirit up in you?
Mm-hmm.
Because you acting just like her. So it's changed my life tremendously, but it's also brought me closer to God. I had a close relationship with God, but after losing her, it's brought me closer to him. Like
Mm-hmm.
thought about committing suicide. I was on a cruise ship about to jump off of it because I just
Mhm.
felt like I couldn't take it anymore. So my cousin and Ari have the same birthday. November 23rd is their birthday. We were on my first cruise I ever went on in 2012. I wasn't gonna go, but my family was like, "I think you should go. I think this would be good for you," because at that time I was kind of teetering towards a divorce too. So I
Mhm.
had a lot on me. So we went on the cruise. We went on to Mexico to like some excursion or whatever. And it was cool all day, had a good time, but they sung happy birthday to him,
Mhm.
and I was about to jump. And that's why I'm saying that to say that God, I don't think I've ever heard his voice since like I heard it that day. Just telling me, like, what are you doing? Like,
Mhm.
if I brought you this far, I'm going to continue to keep you and bring you. And he has. Like, I totally sympathize with, and I try to reach out to people because I see friends, family on Facebook, like they feel like they can't take it no more. They
Mhm.
feel like, and I be having to tell them, like, I know it's rough. Life is definitely life, and the economy is shot. It's a lot of things going on right now, but I promise you, I'm gonna pray for you. We can pray together. Call me. Like, when I put stuff out on Facebook telling you that I'm praying for you, I ain't lying. If you need to
Mhm.
inbox me, call me, just call me because I've been there. I've
Mhm.
said, I don't know how to swim, Angel. Nobody would have seen me. It was pitch black. But my mom, after the Lord spoke to me and told me, asked me what I was doing, I sat there for a little while. And then when I think about it today, like, girl, you can't swim a lick. But at that time, I didn't care. Like, I had so much on me. I just felt like that was the end all be all for me. But then I had to think about it, like, what Taylor gonna do? Like, you got
Right.
another child.
Right.
Like, what's she gonna do if you do this to yourself? What is this gonna do to your mother, who has heart issues? What
Right.
is this gonna do to her if they realize that you didn't fell off this boat and nobody has seen you fall off? So it's changing that perspective. It's change with I speak in church more, like,
Mhm.
because I try to tell my story to women, like, I speak for our women's there a lot, and I always tell my testimony because I know it's somebody out there who may be going through what I'm going through, maybe not with a child or just going through something, and I just want them to know that I know it's hard, but tomorrow it could be different.
Right.
Like, tomorrow the sunshine may come out. Like, I know it sounds cliche, but sometimes a good night's rest will help, and it's gonna be
Yes.
better in the morning. So yeah, life has changed a lot for me, but I just keep on moving with the help of God.
In addition to your relationship with God, your family, what else has gotten you through the hardest moments since the loss of Ari? Hmm?
Music.
Music. Okay.
Music, when, because sometimes it's 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And even though somebody might say you can call me anytime, I'm not about to call nobody at 1 o'clock in the morning unless I'm really, really struggling and I need to call. But it's music. I could put on some praise and worship. Like yesterday, I was kind of having a moment yesterday. And I put on Shekinah Glory, yes. And
Mhm.
that song, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but that song does something to me. It's like a powerful praise and worship. And all it's just saying is just tell the Lord yes. And I was going through, something told me to anoint my house for whatever reason. So
Mhm.
I anointed my house, put that on, prayed over myself, prayed over the grandbaby. And it's music is my therapy. I love to sing.
Mhm.
I ain't the best singer. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm on my praise and worship team at church. I'm
Mhm.
in a community choir where I sing too. And it's just music helps me so much because what I can't express, Kirk Franklin can express for me. Shekinah
Mhm.
Glory can express for me. Music helps me. I started doing diamond art. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
You could either do like a picture or you could do like a key ring or something.
Mhm.
And it has different like rhinestones in different colors, and then you take, like, let's say red is 12 and
Mhm.
orange is 13, so you put all the reds in the 12s, you put all the oranges in the 13s, and once you're finished it's going to make that picture. Like, mine was a strawberry, so
Mhm.
I have to send you a picture of it afterwards. But then I
You do.
actually bought some actual pictures
Mhm.
where they're like music notes and seed pictures where you just take it and you just, it's tedious
Do
and
you
your
glue them
arm,
there?
well, it's already sticky.
Okay.
The
You just stick it.
so you just stick it on the picture. So that's helped me. It's a little therapy. I get tired and I come back, tired and I come back, and traveling. Traveling
Yes,
helps.
yes, yes.
Traveling helps. So that is my kind of therapy where I could just get away and not think about work, not think about nothing, think about Ari and how, you know and I think that's what helps me too, because her telling me that she was going to be okay, I know she would
Mm-hmm.
not want me to continue to sit, because on her birthday sometimes it falls on Thanksgiving. I don't
Mm-hmm.
be wanting to be bothered, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't be wanting to go nowhere or nothing, but I have to realize that I know she wouldn't want me to be like that. I know she wouldn't want me to sit and be sad and be
Mm-hmm.
depressed. So that's what pushes me to.
I feel like you have dropped a lot of pearls of wisdom or things that can be encouraging for other people. But if you had to give advice to someone, anyone who is grieving the loss of a child, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to, first of all, don't do the shoulda, coulda, wouldas,
Hmm.
because I have did that. What if I would have did this? What if I would have did that? And I had to tell myself and have other people to tell me to don't do that to yourself. Like, you did the very best you could. And yeah, don't do that, because you could beat yourself up about what you could have did. You could beat yourself up about how you should have moved this way. But everything, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason and for a season. She came, and I, even though I only had 9 years with her, I know I cherish every single minute.
Hmm.
I will also tell them to seek therapy.
Hmm.
I will tell this: I'm in a grief group. I am in a grief group, and they help me tremendously. I know I haven't been in a while because sometimes it just gets to be too much, but they help tremendously. They have this big thing that they do in the summertime, that just we all get together and just reminisce about our children, and they have music, food, and it's Her Journey is what it's called. I got to shout
Okay.
out Her Journey. That
Okay.
is what it's called. And they are tremendous. So therapy. When I
Okay.
did lose her at the beginning, I did go to Duke Hospital. I had therapy by myself. My Her dad had therapy, and then we had therapy together, and then Taylor had her own therapy. So I do think going and being able to talk to someone who you don't know,
Hmm.
who you don't have to worry about judgment with, because I think sometimes when we talk, we're scared of what somebody might think about what we're going to say, and we're not truthful
Right.
and
Right.
honest. So going to a therapist, you are able to be totally candid with them and say
Hmm.
things that you might not be comfortable with sharing with your other family. So therapy, and just take some time by yourself. Like, I know we want to please everybody. Sometimes I think is a thing. We want to please everybody, but sometimes you just have to take time by yourself. I started going to lunch by myself. I
Hmm.
started going to dinner by myself, which is something I said I would never do. I haven't did the movies by myself yet. That's my next
Hmm.
thing, movies. But just taking time to yourself, because sometimes you just need to breathe, especially if this is something that's just happened. For me, I was in the same house that my daughter passed away in after she passed. Like, so
Um,
I had to tell her dad, like, we gotta move out this room. Like, I can't sleep in this room no more. Like, it's too many memories. We got to sleep in the other room. And even then, like, I couldn't be by myself, like showering or nothing. Like, I could not be by myself then. So I know sometimes at the beginning we have that, well, we can't be alone. We need somebody there. But when you get a little bit more comfortable, spend some time with you. Try to get back to self, because
mhm.
when you lose a child, you ain't yourself. Like,
Right.
you are sometimes a shell of a person because of what you've been through, and will continuously go through. I can say that the days get better, because I'm on year what, 13 now, I think. 14 this year. Yeah, year 14 this year. So the days do get a little better, but it's always a void. It gets hard when times like this, prime time, and
Yes.
friends like, oh, my daughter didn't got her license, or I done bought them a car. Like, I ain't gonna never get a chance to do that.
Right.
So yeah, I think just therapy.
What
Mhm.
about holidays like Mother's Day coming up? Are there any particular years that are rough for you, or do you forget about it sometimes?
I have to say sometimes I don't say I forget about it. I think I try to force myself to forget about it. Like,
Hmm.
I try to because I say, I have a mom. And I still want to like celebrate her. Like I know this is going to be hard for you, so you would definitely be in my prayers next month. But I had to remember that I still have a mom. I go to church
Mm-hmm.
that day. Definitely go to church that day to try to get some spiritual uplift to try to get me through the day because it is hard. But then I try to celebrate her. Try to celebrate her and remember because I still have to keep in mind that I still have another daughter.
Right.
And I think sometimes if I didn't have Taylor, that it would be a little different right now. But I had to remember that you still have a daughter who's a mom herself now.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to celebrate. But yeah, I would just say it take some time. Once again, take some time to yourself, celebrate yourself, and just remember that you are the best mom that you could be, and that your angel is watching down, smiling on you, just wanting you to, in spite of it all, still enjoy the day. Because sometimes that's another day that sometimes I don't be feeling like I want to get out of bed.
Right. Right.
But I try to press my way through it. Last Mother's Day wasn't too bad. I don't think I realized exactly what day it was till later on in the evening, and that
Mm-hmm.
helped. So but yeah, just try to even though it's Mother's Day, give yourself some flowers. Because like I done got into kind of the habit of buying myself flowers sometimes, not waiting on nobody to get them for me.
Right. Right.
um and you know what else helps me? Tattoos. They are my therapy, I'm not gonna lie.
Some people, that's their thing.
That's my therapy. And what made me think about it was because I have a lot of like roses and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Because I mean, I ain't trying to down them, but my ex husband didn't really do flowers because he said they
Mm-hmm.
would die. But I love them. So tattooing is my therapy. Like on her 16th birthday, I got a tattoo. The most recent one I got was her name in her handwriting.
Oh,
That she
that's
wrote
cute.
on a piece of paper. Like, cause I'm a semi hoarder for real, so I have a lot of her schoolwork. Going back and looking through some of the stuff that she did in school. Going back and look at some of the Mother's Day stuff that she's given to me. Even if I don't have it, I have pictures of it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just gonna say, take your time, breathe. Sometimes I think when we grieve and we forget to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So just breathe, take your time. And one thing I did, because my aunt is kind of going through this a little bit with a loss that she had. You don't let nobody tell you how long you grieve and
Yeah.
how long it takes you to, because you're never going to be the same. Whether it's a
Right.
mother, a child, a cousin that you were close to, you're never going to be the same. So you grieve in your time. You take your time and grieve the way you want to. And whatever that grieving looks like, that's what it looked like. Like for me, like one of my friends that lost her son, when she asked me how did you get through it? But everybody doesn't have the same relationship with God that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And like all I could tell her was, hey, my thing was God, and that's what helped me get through it. Like you might want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
It might not work for you, but you might want to try it. And it did.
I feel like you've answered this question in many ways, but if there's anything you left out, what has life looked like for you after the goodbye?
It's been different. It's been some hard days. It's
Mm-hmm.
been some good days. I think it has helped shape me into the woman that I am today. It has helped me become the person that I am today, to be able to help other women, to be able to minister to other women. I'm going to continue to say her name. I do want to eventually, I keep saying I'm going to do it. I want to have a foundation,
Mm-hmm.
because when she passed away, I worked at Duke. And no, I'm sorry. I worked at not LabCorp, wherever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I had people that donated time to me. So I was able to stay off of work the whole time she was sick, because I had executives donating time, which they time equated for me to 2 weeks. So I was
Mm-hmm.
able to
Okay.
keep a paycheck and everything. But all mothers are not like that.
Right.
Like
Right.
some of them are trying to figure out whether they're going to see their child, whether they're going to eat, or put gas in their car. So I want to have a foundation that can help with that. Stipends to be able to get gas, to get food, so you don't have to worry about how you going to pay for gas or whatever. I want to partner with all my friends that do nails and do hair and let them do a pamper, a spa day where they don't have to worry about, not necessarily not worry about your child because you're always going to worry about
Mm-hmm.
them, but just take some time just for you. So
Right.
eventually I'm hoping to have that done by the end of the year, but it just looks like just living, like
Right.
just to keep on living, because I know I've said it several times, but I know that's what Ari will want. She was kind of beyond her years, and maybe that's just because of the
Mm-hmm.
situation that she was in. And by her being a PK kid and being in church every Sunday for Bible study, for choir rehearsal, and all that stuff like that, like she had her own personal relationship with God. And I think because of that, that's how she knew she was okay and would be okay. It looks dreary some days, but the sun gonna shine in the morning, and that's all. That's what I keep telling myself. You're gonna be okay. I would tell anybody that has lost a child that it might not feel like it now, but you will be okay. It's hard, it's rough. We have our good days, we have our bad days, but just keep on living, keep on getting up out that bed, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Great, great advice, Cherese. Thank you so much for sharing your story and our story with us. And thank you for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Angel. Thank you so much.
Of
It was
course.
a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you.